Today, other interesting political news, you have Ron DeSantis fact-checking lives of TikTok saying Florida does not give driver's license to illegal aliens. Now, it looks like this comes from Ron DeSantis' account on X Twitter, and he says, quote, lives of TikTok got community noted for lying about Florida law, which not only prohibits illegal aliens from getting driver's license, but also prohibits recognition of licenses issued to illegal aliens from other states. Truth shouldn't be a casualty of attempts to generate clicks and engagement farm, unquote. Now, this is responding to Libs of TikTok. Now, Libs of TikTok earlier had said, quote, this normally quiet, peaceful neighborhood in Florida was shaken this week when 3 illegals from Guatemala actually, were arrested for forcing a woman into their car and sexually abusing her. Apparently, Florida also gives illegals driver's licenses. And again, it looks like the context was, saying Florida does not give driver's license to illegals, and they also note that Florida does not recognize those licenses from the states that do. And in terms of Ron DeSantis, this got 5.6 million views but only 12,000 likes. So it is one of his most viral moments. And interestingly enough, once he stopped running for president, he's actually more viral, and more entertaining, and in some of his past statements, even more conservatively based. Based also being pun intended, as that's what the youth say as well. Now, again, let's take it off because we reference her all the time to the show. And more often than not, she does get her facts straight. So I'm not sure if this is some words being construed. I don't know if this is intentional. I always like to say, or people smarter than me, but I forget what Ben Shapiro says, but he has this saying to the effect of, never attribute malice to what you contribute to stupidity. AKA, most people are usually dumb and not evil, which is also not great to have an outlook like that on life, but yeah, I can kind of see that. Now, going to the comments, and again, this went extraordinarily viral for Mr. DeSantis. More viral than we're talking about his high-heeled boots that he wore, allegedly. Now, first, one of the first comments comes from Paul Zazupa saying, quote, relax, Ron DeSantis, LOTT, lives TikTok, clarified her post, hashtag Laura Loomer was right about you, you're a real piece of crap. Wow. And then, let's see here. So I got 883 likes, and it was let's see here. It was a screenshot of this of TikTok doing the redaction and clarification. Let's see here. You have Maze saying, quote, out of all the people to go at, why lives a TikTok? If she made a mistake, it came out in the community note. Very strange tweet, unquote, getting 1.4 thousand likes, which, again, marketing around DeSantis is like oil and water, or Bud Light and tasting good. You could try to mix them. You could try, but just no. Not at all. Because again, Ron DeSantis started about 33% in the poll aggregator when he was running for the Republican nominee. He ended at 13%, which is almost impossible. Pretty much everyone else went up. Vivek went down a little bit. I believe he peaked at 11.4% and went down subsequently to about 6%. But DeSantis was right up there with Trump. Trump was starting off around 45%, DeSantis around 33%. And then you look at the past year, and Trump went up exponentially to 70+%, eventually winning the nominee, and DeSantis went down to 13%. It was the worst marketing campaign I've seen in my life. And also, social media was terrible as well. The engagements were always visceral. Just terrible all around. Now, going down, you also see Cernovich saying, quote, WTF, who posted this? We know it's not DeSantis himself, getting 1.7 thousand likes. Which, again, I think that'd be a good idea. I forgot if Elon proposed it. It's not official, of course, yet. But the idea of if you're a public official, you have to have the phone use facial recognition to actually confirm it's you posting it, not someone who's helping you out on a daily basis. Because, again, if you're a public official, we should know it's actually you posting it. It's not some type of an assistant or an intern or the press secretary. Now, go to other comments. You have Ashley St. Clair saying, quote, pretty insane to put this out when it's already community noted. I recommend you revoke your account access from the same people who torpedoed your presidential campaign, unquote. That got 3.5 thousand likes. Which, yes, this campaign was a joke to say the least. Nuisance Bro simply said she made a post clarifying this before you even posted this. And there's a screenshot of this TikTok with her redaction tweet, or clarification tweet, whatever call it. Again, sometimes I can't speak very well. I do have a theory, though. If you click the subscribe button, it may assist. You see, when I first started the show, I had basically no subscribers, and I spoke even faster and even harder to understand, tripping over my words, being more monotone. But thanks to the comments and the feedback I've gotten on the show, I know that's something I need to improve on. And the more subscribers I've gained, the more articulate I have slowly but surely become. Now, granted, some might say it's just a modicum of improvement, barely anything at all. However, I do think there is a little bit, and the more subscribers, the more it can help. And if you already tuned in, I especially am appreciative if you can give me a comment or thumbs up and share the video to help with the magical YouTube algorithm. I would also appreciate you as well. Now, getting back to me attempting to read some more of the comments from Ron DeSantis shooting himself in the foot again, you have Jenna Wills saying, quote, "Why is everyone complaining that Ron DeSantis rightly called out Chaya? She should delete her post, not just clarify several posts down in the thread. Trust cannot be a casualty of personal tribalism. Do better, conservatives," unquote. We found it. There's a contrarian statement. Life's a lot more interesting when you're not just in an echo chamber. Now, she did get 1.5 thousand likes. But again, I understand that perspective. Some people say you should delete the original content if it was inaccurate. But then if you do that, some people will say you're trying to hide the truth or try to hide it, make it look like you never made mistakes. So kind of arguments on both sides when it comes to that theory of press and media. But that did get 1.5 thousand likes. Now, interestingly enough, she says, do better, conservatives. I can't help but wonder, what is her political affiliation? Let's see here. She's got 1 million followers. That's quite a few to say the least. She says, servant of Jesus Christ, radio broadcast of America Family Radio, TV show at Salem News Channel, podcast at Salem Podcast Network. And it looks like, look at her posts, they're actually all legit. She's not just reposting for free crap like all the Bud Light alleged comments and replies are in their comments. So we'll do one or two more comments here. You have Red Wave Press saying, quote, "I'm glad Florida protects its people from illegal immigrants. I wish every state would do this. Follow if you agree." Unquote, getting 270 likes. Let's see here. Another contrarian statement. AG says, quote, "Hey Ron, an illegal alien," I'm going to edit these words so moderately more family friendly. "An illegal alien took advantage of a woman in the most morally vacuous way in Florida a few weeks ago in a hotel in SFWF. He used an ID to get a hotel room in his name. How was this possible? Genuinely curious." Unquote, getting 401 likes. Burt Macklin says, quote, and again, it's a cliche parody account from Parks and Recreation, and he says, quote, "Ron is the most American first nominee that Republicans claim to want," unquote, getting 482 likes. Let's see here. And again, timing is half of everything in life. One of the biggest comments from Ron DeSantis when he was running was, maybe next year, or not next year, maybe in 4 years. And that was one of the biggest ones. In addition to him being awkward as hell, I mean, one of the most awkward smiles is Dylan Mulvaney's smile, Ron DeSantis' smile, and some might argue maybe my smile. Yeah, they're all equally cringeworthy, perhaps some more than others. But yeah, now look at one more. Elon Miles Chong says, quote, "It's clearly an honest mistake. There's no need for a personal attack. Chaya issued multiple statements clarifying her remarks." Unquote, getting 643 likes. So again, we do have a couple of contrarian statements, but overall, it looks like still Ron DeSantis is just viscerally ratioed, to say the least. And again, Lord only knows who's actually in charge of his social media account or who was in charge of his campaign, but it was certainly backfired. And again, I can't help but think, what's going to be the future for Ron DeSantis? I mean, he's termed out. He can't run for governor again. So I'd be interested to see what his future is in politics. I mean, of all the things that I would ask the Magic 8 Ball, I don't think that would take priority. But the outlook, I mean, if you were to shake up that ball, it would probably say the outlook for Ron DeSantis is uncertain. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, take the time to give me a like or thumbs up or thumbs down. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, as well as sharing the video to help the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.